over making a potion bottle with fume. Now, I don't know how Fargo ended up with that, but that is this man's perfect combination. In between this round and Fargo's next, we're going to run a brief 20-minute one-hitter challenge between the Glassmith's own Tanna and Joe. Let me bring them in right now and introduce these contestants. And now, hailing from Bumfuck, Texas, little old somewhere, it is Tanna! I don't know where the fuck he's from. I don't know what's going to happen to him or where he's going to end up. It is Joe!
Oh my gosh. Can I sit down on my microphone?
We locked in. We ready to go. All right, this one's for you, man.
You guys both have lighters?
Yeah, hold on.
Is that Jeremy?
Yes, I can.
I can't lose now. I can't
Can
lose.
you guys hear me?
I'm not dropping it now.
Okay.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Thanks, Farah.
I got sweaty hands. It's just who I am.
Okay, you guys. Okay, so they can hear.
Yes.
You can hear me. A completed one-hitter is flame kissed on both sides and has a restriction in the middle. You should be able to smoke weed out of it. In 15 seconds, we're go. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
14. 10. 5. 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have liftoff. Welcome back to another round of Glass Mag Standing. This is an exciting one. No wheel today, just a grudge match between Jbox and Tanna.
That's
Is that your glass blowing name, Tanna?
Okay, cool.
Burning your hand. Burning your hand. Turn down the rope.
Okay. Okay.
I like Tanna for a glass name for you.
I was thinking that it's either Tanna or it's LuckyTGlass. But I kind of do like Tanna. I just feel like I don't want my name to be in it. I want it to be like a word.
Dope. And behind the mics, we have myself,
Look at the roll
Keller,
technique.
Ari, and Mr. Jeremy Greens, the man himself.
What's up, guys?
One of the great sponsors of our show here. He keeps us high in the clouds, so thank you
do
so
it.
much, Jeremy. How's the farm, man? How's it going? I haven't seen you in a long time.
It's going well. We're trying to hold off on this legislation to decide if we're going to expand it or not. You know, I don't want to spend a bunch of money and tell them, and then they tell us it's over.
Yeah.
But I could say I am not going to quit growing. That's for sure. I mean, I just may not grow here or at this location here. There's a lot of warehouses here, and there's going to be a lot dropped on the black market immediately.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I might stick around for that if that happens. But the plan is if we keep growing and we want to be on the up and up, we would probably move to Oklahoma. And I don't want to do that. But I'm not going to go get another job.
You can't stop growing once you grow. It's like it's like that concept. You can take the man out of the garden, but not the garden out of the man.
That's exactly right, man.
Yeah.
I've told my wife several times. I'm like, if everything goes right, you will find me dead with my hand in a trellis. That means I went perfect. Don't even sweat. Everything worked out well. So
Put your ashes in the plant and smoke the plant.
Right,
like
right.
that movie How High.
Yes.
With Meth Man and Red Man.
Yeah, I got to get that in writing though, or something. I can't just tell a friend that. I want you to smoke me. What? You want me to what?
I want you to burn me, plant me, smoke me, and then tell everybody what I said.
Exactly. And smoke it through the glass that we get here at the Glass Man, huh?
Yeah.
How about that? You see how I tied that
Yeah.
into an ad?
That was great.
Yeah, and then I mean, even with that, they make cremation work where you can put a loved one's ashes into a marble or something like that, and then you put it on a pipe, And if it's somebody you smoked weed with in the past, then you can continue smoking weed with them.
Yeah, exactly. You know, my best friend, unfortunately, he passed away about 6 years ago. Heart attack out of nowhere, kind of crazy crap. But we turned him into a tree.
Yeah.
We did. We had him cremated and put into a root ball of a dogwood tree and planted him.
Wow, that's great.
You know, and it's at where he was living currently. And you know, I've thought, what happens when they move?
Yeah, it's like, do you tell the new owners and kind of creep them out, or you just drive by and enjoy the tree?
Is that a box you have to check on the realtor application? You know?
Yeah.
Somebody buried here.
Is that gonna deter the sale?
Exactly.
You know, it's like, by the way, that tree is my friend, and I don't just mean I have a connection with the tree. That's actually my friend.
No, he's in there. Swear it. What's interesting enough is about 5 years before that happened, he and I had a conversation about it, and that's where the idea came from. And we kind of envisioned putting together like a funeral home of these things and have a forest, like a memorial forest, where you come and you plant like your loved ones in this really well-kept, quiet, serene area. And then you just have a forest of like today's cemetery or what have you.
That's a great idea, like a tree farm, but it's a cemetery.
Exactly.
That's a fantastic idea.
How you guys doing in there?
I just don't.
Chilling, man. Vibing.
You guys are too quiet in there.
That's
Joe,
all.
you look a little shaky.
I am. I'm not gonna lie.
Do I look shaky?
Yeah, you look a little shaky too.
Bitch! That's fucked. Yeah, I'm not doing very well. I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean?
I'm just not doing great.
How about you, Joe? What do you think you're doing?
Focus. Calm.
I don't know, man.
Calm is your superpower.
Are you even checking the holes on any of them, or are you just praying?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Dog,
some
I'm not
of these
happy.
holes are looking like
They're not.
They might
They're
be
not.
hash pipe style, you know?
Some of them are a
It's
little
the
thin.
heat. You got a lot of heat going on. In
I know. I'm trying to
flames,
find
you
the
know?
balance.
You
Yeah.
could probably cut that by 50% and still be pretty efficient, because you'd have less cool down time.
Yeah, man. You gonna take the advice, Joe? Oh no,
But
it fell
I
out.
mean, it's just a thought. Everybody's got their own way.
This is a long-awaited grudge match since Saturday, because they did this
Oh,
on Saturday
shit.
in a 10-minute round.
I can feel
and
the
they tied.
tension in there.
That's
There was
why
a
they're
lot
so-
of smiles until the door closed, and then the breathing changed.
Oh, my
the
hand fucking it hurts,
intention,
bro.
The emotion.
It's
Tanna's still
hot.
got some smiles going, but we got a pretty
I'm a happy
serious
gal.
what's going on the other side here.
14 minutes left.
That's a lot of hitters.
That is.
We did
We're
10
gonna need more
last
glass.
round, and it wasn't enough time.
Think maybe I'm like hitting something, but I don't think so.
I'm gonna give up on that
I
one.
like that
You know what?
rolly technique.
Oh my god, a moth just landed on my face.
Sacrifice.
I got it.
Moth to the flame.
Ah! Y'all, it's
Kill it.
flying into the torch for real. It is a moth into flame.
Sacrifice.
That's it. Somehow I embed it in the glass.
Could just invent a new technique of moth
think
dust
so.
on your piece.
Moth infusion.
It's like silver, gold, and moth wing.
But do you have a moth wing hitter?
That's fairy tech.
Oh shit, is that a moth?
Oh, yes.
Tanna already
Where you
coined
been,
the
girl?
tech. Fairy wing.
Just slap.
Veteran.
Vibing, man.
Jeremy, have you been to any other Glassman standings?
Sorry, say it again.
I said, have you been to any other Glassman standings, like our 20-minute competitions?
I made an appearance on Saturday, but I don't know if that was part of the Glassman standing. But
it's all Glassman.
I've donated a few pre-rolls to them, but this is actually my first one to come and sit down and chill out on.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you coming through and appreciate the pre-rolls, man.
Absolutely. I got a box behind us, so if you want any, just grab.
Hell yeah. What do you think about what's going on? You excited for any of the items on the wheel back there?
Yeah. What am I looking at? I don't understand.
The wheel on the back, we have like subjects that are like possible competition pieces.
Okay.
And then we have like colors. So like we got a shark, we got a gun using electrum, Puffco proxy sculpture, ghost pipe.
Okay, I understand that now. So do y'all just spin that on random to see what it lands on, or what?
Yeah. This is a special round because this is like a grudge match between them. So we didn't spin the wheels this time, but
grudge match.
That's how it usually is.
Glass Alchemy sample bag?
Oh yeah. Shout out to Glass Alchemy, another one of our sponsors. They gave us some color to use, and we put all those samples in little bags.
Okay.
So those are like the colors they could use to possibly like make a shark with, you know?
Right.
Gotta love those industry color makers. They've always been big supporters of artists doing events like this. And
yeah, shout out. They've been super helpful, giving us.
When we were putting together an event in New Mexico, we did what we called the Gila Glass Classic, and it was basically a flame off, and Billy would come out, and we'd have artists from Arizona, Colorado, Texas, and we're centered there in New Mexico, and it was set up with a blues festival that would draw in like 10,000 people, and we would set up outdoors, and we'd make categories of art, and then do silent auctions within the park, and then we would have basically donate all that to the local food pantry.
Oh, wow.
10 minutes left.
That's
10 minutes left on the clock.
And North Star, Glass Alchemy were always huge sponsors. Bethlehem used to send us a Bravo to give away as a first prize,
cool.
which was always just such an honor.
We gave away a couple of Phantoms, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, it's so amazing, as young artists, and it's like you reach out to these companies that provide so much for the industry, and you tell them your story, and then they end up rewarding you, but also those that are participating and putting the energy in with the chance at winning such awesome prizes, or just having the material to work with. So many artists would show up and they would just be so excited to be able to blow glass with like all this fun color for free. They're driving 3-4 hours to get there. They're spending the money to stay in hotels, and they're showing up, and we're telling them thanks for being here. And it's like the look in their eye is like a kid in a candy shop, so excited just with the opportunity to one, perform in front of people, but also to get to work with all this glass that they see, and have to usually spend a lot of money on, but now all of a sudden get the opportunity to just work on it for free, or for charity.
Yeah, it's one of the appealing parts of Glassman Standing. We provide all the color, opals.
I think that echoes y'all's brand a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a revival of a community that had, quite frankly, dissipated to an extent, or at least dissipated to just a few people.
Yeah.
And I'm on the outside looking in, just complete outside bystander, and I just can't imagine the amount of people. If we look a year from now, how big is this going to be? And plus, we got the studio out back. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Keeping
like setting
it alive.
setting the stage for expression.
I mean, that's like the the history of dabbing or smoking this modern hash, and the glass industry is like hand in hand. Like how it started with the the people making, it was like BHO,
Right.
originally, and blasting, and then,
Right.
these glass artists making a regular boro nail with a male
Yeah,
joint and then
yeah.
a dome, and then someone figured out, oh shit, if we put this little bucket thing, and what if we made it out of quartz? And it's like, people
Yeah.
don't realize, like, the hash makers and the glass blowers go hand in hand because they're both, pushing each other in
Yeah,
a sense.
sure,
It's like,
sure,
make it
sure.
even better, make even
Yeah,
better hash,
yeah.
and I'll make even
Yeah.
nicer shit to smoke it
Wow,
out of, and
right.
it's just going back and forth. And I feel like it still is at that point, and it, even at one point it went digital. It went like Puffco all of a sudden.
Right,
I remember when
right.
that blew up the industry.
But
Those
it
guys.
has melded together very nicely.
That was
you know?
that business model where they were like, how do we incorporate the desire of all these collectors into a product that we can mass produce?
Yeah.
When they can just make a small attachment to it.
Right, right.
And that
That
was
was genius.
all part of the era too, because that also took
So
away
is the
for a
glove
little bit
over here?
like
Sorry?
the need
glove?
for
The glove?
forge,
Yeah.
the need for all that.
You need
Put
it?
it in the middle, yeah.
Material
There you
and
go.
shit to
Just
do it.
in the middle.
Especially for people where it's overwhelming when they look at the setup of
man,
what it takes
I
to do
tell
a
you,
really
dude.
heady dab.
Yeah, bro, listen, I
especially
was-
the culture of
I
it.
was-
It's like,
oh,
don't
my.
heat it too much. Do this.
Bro,
wait this long.
So specific. And I remember in Colorado when I was introduced to that. So like I'll be 50 next year. So I was here.
we only
in
have one
the
scoring and
90s
cutting tool?
Participating.
There's a score and cutting.
And I remember.
We just have the one?
Yeah, I
walking
think
into
so.
My friend's apartment.
Pretty good.
Seeing, I
want
swear
that
it
to
looked
come
like
off.
a lab, bro. It looked like a laboratory. There was equipment.
How much
You know what I mean?
time?
There
There was a lab. They
there
just
were-
didn't have
there
white
were-
coat.
6
There were
minutes.
tanks and shit, and and he crunk it up, and I was like, man, this gives me cracky vibes, real cracky vibes.
that's always a discussion with people that you're trying to
Yeah.
show how to dab.
Yeah.
And if they've had anybody in their family that
Yeah.
have done, cracky drugs.
Well, I'm
or
a
themselves.
recovering addict of methamphetamines. Don't
Yeah,
say that
and they
out
go
loud.
like,
it was a
"Yeah,
triggering
no."
event. No, I was.
I'm not doing that. And you're like, no, it just feels cracky. It's not actually
I like the word cracky. That fits it perfectly.
It's not that tweaky.
Yeah, no.
You're starting to cut it down, Tanna. You're not gonna start cutting yours yet. Oh, you made individual ones.
We need a flame
You're not
kiss the
even-
backs.
You're not even trying to do none of that.
Guys, I'm
playing around
scared.
stuff. Why are you scared?
No fear. Fear is the mind killer.
I'm just
Josiah's
nervous,
cooking over there. He's
Only
cutting
confidence.
those things, using that glove because he's too scared to touch the hot glass.
Look
got
out,
a
you're
Los
burning the
Angeles
tool.
shirt
About
on.
4
Burning the
minutes.
tool.
You know what? Oh,
He's got a Los Angeles shirt on, but his favorite NFL team's the Denver.
huh?
The
Yeah, that was just
Broncos?
burning the.
Yeah, and
tape
then his
on that
favorite
tool.
college team is Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
He's all over the place,
Crimson
man.
Tide?
He doesn't know.
I'm from Wyoming. I have an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
It's
Yes, ma'am.
4 minutes left, actually.
It's my
You got this.
Billy
Let's
said he
see,
didn't know where you
4
were from.
minutes, 10 seconds per flame kiss. Ooh, you're getting close. Do 2 at once.
Yeah, bro. Grab that shit. Get a glove. Oh? You better get all around that, man. I'm going to judge him pretty harshly.
Yeah, you're going to have to put your lips up to that.
Guys, I'm real scared.
Don't be scared.
Tanna, don't look at him. Have you looked over yet?
We had a brand of clothing back in
No.
the day when we were
you-
teenagers.
have you
It was
counted
just
how
called
many he
No
has?
Fear.
No.
Joe, have you counted
Robert
how
I
many
feel like you
Just
need a
do
No
it.
Fear shirt. Back when
How much
weed
time
was
do I have?
illegal,
340.
Man,
and you had to hide that shit.
Yeah, and it was easy. You could hide it in an envelope.
And it had seeds.
Yes, crops and
Unless
crops
your buddy
and
grew it.
crops of seeds, exactly.
It was
you know,
only,
but
it
it
was
really.
only the homegrown that didn't have the seeds.
That's it,
hopefully.
man. That's it, and that's what I grow. I grow a lot of good homegrown, basically, where it's
Yeah, homegrown is like
It's
a
taken
word that's
care of.
kind of gone out of style, I feel like.
it has.
That really meant
But-
something back in the
Yeah,
day.
back in the day, it was like,
Homegrown
damn, I'll pay a lot of
was a
money for that.
privilege.
Yeah.
When you got homegrown, it was a privilege.
yep,
it was like
yep.
you knew somebody
Yep.
that had the balls
Yeah,
to grow
that's
weed
it.
when that shit was so illegal.
it had so much more than just the weed, It's like,
They were fucking Like,
3
you know, that
minutes,
was real
3
risk
minutes?
taking.
Those are real hot.
And like myself, even I was a guerrilla grower, and like I used to hike hours in the forest. And
I know.
giant gardens, and like, and not only just to keep them from the police, but to keep them from people that would steal them.
How much time do I have?
That was another thing. Was
That
like,
was a
you
big
couldn't
2 minutes
know
and 40
anything
seconds.
about your weed garden.
And don't tell your girlfriend. Nobody tell the girlfriend. That's the worst. That story happens so many times. You have no idea how many doors have been kicked in by pissed off girlfriends.
Yeah. Hey guys, I know where some weed is.
Yeah. Or I'm mad at you, so I'm going to call the cops on you. How about
They're
that
like,
one? That's the one I've
oh,
seen. Is
shit.
when they split up, what
Oh
happens?
no.
You know?
Yeah.
Because that's where it comes in. You
Or
get your
someone
doors
comes
kicked
and
in
steals
by-
your crop while it's still in vegetative state because they
yeah.
don't even know.
They don't even know.
And they're trying to smoke it. And it's
Got
just,
2
it's just
minutes.
They
leaves.
cut it all down.
Joe's out here
Like,
choking,
whatever.
dropping one-hitters.
Man, that was
that a
was a
crack?
good time.
Dude, I
when,
think I see a
when
crack in that one.
It was like super secret knowledge.
Listen,
Joe,
I
there's
want
a crack
to
in that
tell you
one right
this,
there,
okay?
man.
Like,
I
I
toss
had to
it.
move back home at one point.
It's not gonna
and
count.
I needed to grow.
It's not safe.
And there was this little portable building set outside of my dad's property, and it was like a 16 by 20. And I went in and
What?
built a fake wall and made a passage through the back of a freezer.
How much time?
Yeah.
And that's where
MacGyver.
Yeah. And it worked. It worked. It
minute
absolutely
30.
worked. I had, and, you know, my dad was, he was like a I know, but I don't want to know kind of guy. So I was like, I'm going to really make it where you don't have to know, you know.
That's awesome. Coming up on a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, there's stress, and Joe's dropping one-hitters. I think I saw a crack in one. I can't even see Tanna. She's so short.
Interesting strategies.
Any words for us, guys? You guys are pretty quiet.
1 minute.
I'm just excited.
About what?
I don't know, to be done.
That's a nice one right there.
Oh, here we go. Bill's in for the last 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
Fuck.
Coming down to the wire. Joe's been cooking.
Am I not supposed to?
Thing.
He's intense.
Hey, man, careful.
I know, but
Whoa.
damn.
Ring the
Nah.
bell. Ring the bell.
Uh-huh.
10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Look at this guy go.
Well done.
Congratulations.
He wiped out.
This is some sweaty palms.
walk
Sweaty
it,
palms.
Yo, all right. Let me get a microphone and a thing, and then y'all go ahead and take
Don't
those
talk
two
to my
guys'
glass blower
chairs.
like that, man.
Yeah, he might have got
And let
me.
me
Don't
get
talk to my glass
let me get
blower
your
like
things
that.
so I can count them. So you can count them and look at them. You guys want to stay in here for the count? Yeah.
That's called the love of the game, baby. That's called the love of the game.
And Joe, you can
I don't even like this guy, bro. Like,
you go clean up.
We do this for the game, baby.
And then which of y'all guys? Oh, you
Bro loves to hurt himself on the torch and be like, guys, sorry, I just hurt myself in the glass blowing.
he's fishing, bro.
This shit for real,
He's
baby.
fishing. He's fishing for sadness
This guy
and
just left
sympathy.
his gases on. All right. So let's see what happened.
All right, we're
Let's see
complete.
what happened.
1 second.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yes, sir.
Those, you said those didn't count.
Which ones don't count?
These two.
Why not?
That one's got the, yeah, because I tried to melt that in and it wouldn't. And then that one's just up.
Damn.
Wait.
It's a tie.
Are you ready?
Wait, I also think this one you didn't count it.
Hell yeah, count that shit, boy.
That's not the fucking.
Let me see. Let me see if that's the one in it. That's a.
No. Come on now. Be fucking for real.
Wait. Okay, we won't start getting it through.
Kurt, you ready? That's some real.
Who can see? Right here?
Alright. 2, wait, Tanna, come
Oh,
here.
this is a blow.
Joe.
You guys are both gonna be fucking pissed.
Let's get this shit done. Let's get this shit.
Whoa.
guys tied?
You'll tied again.
Actually, no
You'll
fucking way.
both doubled. Like you'll have 7 on Saturday. Hey Joe.
That's a one-hitter. That's a one-hitter. He did it here. That's a one-hitter. If you don't get off like, oh, that's a one-hitter. That's a one-hitter.
Where did he get it from?
What are you talking from over here? You're a bad shot.
Let me see.
That's a one-hitter. Oh my God! Hey, God, get in here. What is this?
I think he's
No. What are you talking about? That's not a
He's
one-hitter.
crashing out
That's
right
not a
now.
one-hitter.
Watching
That's not a one-hitter. That's not a one-hitter. You better count that. My God.
Let me see.
Where did he pull this from?
From your pile of shoddy judging.
Hey, can someone give Tanna a microphone?
It's a little sharp on the edge.
Oh, hey, you better get in here and call this, man. That's a one-hitter.
Fill the end.
No, that's a one-hitter. That's a one-hitter. You ain't asked Jeremy. You ain't Jeremy.
Tune in
You ain't that's man said three. Oh, Jay,
They hate to see your brother win. All right, y'all go sit down and let's talk about this round. Let's go talk about this round.
Cheated.
Let's go talk about
He actually cheated. That's a genuine one-hitter.
Let's go talk about this
Let
round.
me see the one-hitter.
I don't know where the one hitter's at.
No, let me see the one-hitter. That's so bully. I can't believe he cheated. No.
Oh my God, dude! I want to make it extremely clear that this was rigged, like exaggeratedly rigged. Like this was insanely bad rigging. My God, this was terrible. This was the worst round of judging I've ever seen.
What about this one?
That's what I'm saying.
What about this one?
That's not one
That's not a
hitter.
one-hitter. My one-hitter was, and you called bullshit. Billy's mad because I'm better.
Oh, look, he's looking for a defect. He's not.
He knows I was coming for his ass, bro. He knows I was coming for Billy. He know I was gunning for his head, bro. He knows I'm better and I can make more money. That was 7 messes, and I still was going.
Hey,
And he's
Tanna.
mad. He's mad.
Hey, Joe.
He's
Joe.
so mad.
Joe.
Oh my
Joe.
God.
Can you hear me? He can't hear me. Tanna.
Yes.
You did great. Good job.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Let me get all this cleaned up. Let me get all this
Next
cleaned
time,
up.
hey Joe. Next time, Tanna's gonna double you. She's gonna double you easy. Inside.
Hey, no, shout out Firebug, man.
Tanna's gonna double you next time.
Shout out Firebug. All right. Let's get this going. Let's get this back going.
Shoddy judging.
Let's get this back going. Kurt, who's next?
Bro, if you wouldn't have cooked all your one hitters as much as you did, you
I
would have
still
had
made
like
one
5
That
more.
doesn't count. That doesn't mean anything. You know that's a one-hitter. You're so mad. That's better than most of the one-hitters you make.
We
Billy.
even
That's
warned
okay,
you.
bro.
We even
It's
warned you.
alright.
We were like,
okay, I messed up 6 of them. I messed up 6, but that one should have counted.
That's 6 you could have had.
I don't care.
I'm saying.
That one counted.
I'm saying.
It was 15-14.
Tanna only had 2 she messed up.
It was 15-14, and that's okay. I'm living with it.
Tanna's yours are pretty good.
No. It's all right. It's all right. I don't have as many years here. It's cool. I understand. There's been a relationship formed beforehand. I understand. Y'all are close. I understand. I
You
get it.
started
That's how
glass
it
blowing
goes.
before
That's
they
how
let
it
me
goes. That's how
start
it goes.
glass
That's how it goes.
blowing.
That's not true. That's a lie. You've glass blown in the past. That's cool. It's cool.
Why
You
are you
have
so
experience.
butthurt?
You have experience. It's all right. No, we're mad.
I
We're mad.
tied with a
Nah.
girl.
I'm not mad about the tie.
I'm
mad
so
about the judges.
mad.
We tied before. You did
Okay,
good.
where's
I was
Kurt at?
surprised
No.
you dropped that many. That was crazy.
No.
I was impressed.
I don't want to shake your hand. I want you to chill.
You don't got to. It's all right.
I wasn't the
Chill the
judge.
fuck
No, it's all
out.
right. It's all right. They don't want to see a black man survive out here, man.
Oh, no.
They don't want to see
Hey,
a brother
Aw.
holding a man down. It's all good.
You spit him.
We
spit
just put
him
round
up.
3, man. We just love the suspense.
Spit him up. Pull him
Let's
down.
get the next round on the way, man. Let's get this ready to go.
All right, where's
Why are
Kurt
you
at?
so
Where's Kurt at?
mad?